Hey guys, I want to talk about something really quick. Now, there's a lot of misconceptions, and there's a lot of people that are living the whole fairy tale theory of love, which love is a fairy tale, but then we're here and we're real people with real experiences, real upbringings, real issues, wounds, whatever we have. Okay, so one thing is there's a difference between people who love from an emotionally unhealthy place and people who love from an emotionally healthy place. People who are loving from a place of they themselves are emotionally unhealthy, their love is different, okay? Their love does not have any of the things that an emotionally healthy person would look at. Okay, because when we're emotionally unhealthy, we are loving to fill a void that we shouldn't have. Okay, so we're using love and relationships to get something in our lives that were we emotionally healthy, we wouldn't need. So this is why you'll see a lot of emotionally unhealthy people. They're really caught up in intensity, feelings, and things like this when it comes to love and connection, which those things are great. But the difference is when a person is emotionally healthy, you're not in a place where you need that. You see what I'm saying? So just think of it this way. A cracker tastes different to a person who just ate steak than it does to a person who hasn't had anything to eat at all for 3 days. Okay, so to the person who's starving, okay, who has a deficiency, that cracker is life. Okay, that cracker is everything right now. And that's literally what people are doing when they love from an emotionally unhealthy place. They're willing to take crackers and crumbs and they think it's the best thing smoking, okay? And they'll base it on one time when this person made them feel a certain way. Even though none of that is happening anymore, the person may not want anything to do with them. The person could be, treating them horribly as of now, but none of that matters. They'll hold on to the crumbs of some other time when this person the person may not have even really felt that way. They could have just been kind of in a space within themselves being extra flirtatious or something like that, and people are taking these things and really running with them. Okay, but there's a difference in the way that emotionally healthy people love. They love from a place of wholeness. Okay, they don't love from a gaping hole within themselves that they're using love to feel, that they're trying to feel better. They're trying to make their lives better. They're so unhappy, and this love is what brings them happiness. This love is their only chance at happiness. That is not the place that emotionally healthy people come from. That is not the place that that's not the stance and the position that an emotionally healthy person is in when they're approaching relationships. Okay, so they approach relationships from a space of they're more relaxed. First of all, they want to get to know you. They're not in a hurry. They're not in a rush. They're not thrown all over the place by a feeling. They're ready to just unwrap the package. Like, let's see what we have here. Let's have a good time. Let's see what happens here. Because they're not in need. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are not approaching love and relationships from a place of deficiency. Okay, where you need this and you're hanging on to it for dear life. That is not healthy. We are meant to be whole, especially twin flames. People want to do all this talk about twin flames. Twin flames are interested in wholeness. Okay, you want to be whole. You don't want to be where, like I said, it's like 11s, two wholes. And 11 is the twin flame number, right? But 11 is two ones are whole, is two ones, and two ones are whole on their own. Those ones stand up by themselves, so some people aren't really getting this, and they're not understanding that loving from an emotionally unhealthy place looks a lot different than emotional healthy love that comes from a place of self-love, self-respect, where you still have your own self-respect, and your unconditional love for another is an extension of your unconditional love for yourself. Okay, it's not something that, because sometimes what people think is unconditional love is nothing more than being willing to do anything to grasp at this thing that is getting, or this person that is getting away from them, or that maybe just being, completely unable to accept that maybe this person does not want them. Maybe they're saying these things because that's not what they want. Maybe they're choosing this other person because that's who they want to be with. And when you're emotionally unhealthy, you can't stand to take that, because it feels like an attack on you personally, like an attack on your worth and who you are as a person and things like that, which if you were emotionally healthy, it wouldn't. And then you wouldn't need to overcome that feeling within yourself by validating yourself through achieving and accomplishing this person. Love and relationships is not something to accomplish. Okay. Being in a relationship with someone they're not a thing to accomplish. They're not a victory to be had. We are all beings that deserve respect as individual beings. And we're here to enjoy one another, to love one another, and to just be in that space with one another. Okay. Not to accomplish, or conquer, each other. Okay, that all comes from being emotionally unhealthy. So that's something to think about. Like I said, I have the 5 hours to True Love boot camp that will help you with some of these things and getting yourself in a healthy place for love, where you're able to magnetize true love towards you rather than chase it. When you're having to chase it down, you're doing that for a reason, and it's coming from a place of something being unhealthy, or something you're not realizing, some perspective that's off. And the 5 hours to True Love Bootcamp can help you with that. Okay, so I highly recommend it, guys. Thanks so much. Bye.